Most respected ma'am and my dear friends, I welcome you all to my presentation. My topic for presentation is currency convertibility. Now let's see what is currency convertibility. Currency convertibility is the ease with which a country's currency can be converted into gold or another currency at market determined rate of exchange. Here, market determined rate of exchange is that rate which is determined by the demand and supply of foreign exchange market. There is no intervention of government in the rate of exchange. For example, convertibility of rupee means those who have foreign exchange can get them converted into rupee or vice versa at the market determined rate of exchange. Now, the pertinent question here is why there is a need for converting currency. Suppose I have 1 crore rupees in my account and I want to import something from US. So I will go to RBI saying that please convert my 1 crore rupee into dollar because I have to make my payment in dollars. Here comes the need of converting currency. In foreign trade, you will come to know that various transactions take place, like imports and exports of goods and services, remittance of money, their transfer payments, inflows and outflows of capital, etc. So, all these are translated into some receipts and payments of foreign currency. So, this foreign currency, say an exporter has earned, they need to convert into domestic currency. Only then he can put the money for further investment. So, currency convertibility is very essential. Types of currency convertibility. Fully convertible currency. Currency that is fully convertible can be traded without any conditions or limits. Example, US dollar, British pound sterling, etc. Partially convertible currency. Partially convertible currency is a currency that can be traded only with restrictions and controls imposed by government that issues. Example, Indian rupee, Chinese yuan, etc. Non-convertible currency. Non-convertible currency or blocked currency, as the name suggests, is not at all traded on the foreign exchange market. Example, Venezuelan bolivar. All transactions in foreign trade are presented mainly in two groups. In balance of payment, those are stated as current account transaction and capital account transaction. In current account, transactions related to import and export of merchandise and services and money transfer take place. Capital account transactions include inflow and outflow of capital, investment in securities, say portfolio investment, direct investment, and other investment. The convertibility of currency in context of current account transaction is called current account convertibility, and that of capital account transaction is called capital account convertibility. Current account convertibility. Current account convertibility allows free inflows and outflows of foreign currency for all purposes including resident Indians buying foreign goods and services, that is imports, Indians selling foreign goods and services, that is exports, Indians receiving and sending remittances, accessing foreign currency for travel, study abroad, medical tourism purposes, etc. With respect to current account, Indian rupee is fully convertible. Rupee can be used to buy other currencies and other countries can buy Indian rupee without limit. The main advantages of current account convertibility are it promotes export. The possibility of import substitution increases since the importers will hesitate to convert rupee into foreign currency. Also, it reduces Hawala money since NRIs can easily remit money to India. Also, if current account convertibility prevails, deficit in balance of account get automatically corrected. Capital account convertibility. Capital account convertibility means the freedom to convert rupee into any foreign currency and foreign currency back into rupee for capital account transactions. With respect to capital account, Indian rupee is partially convertible. Suppose if you want to invest in USA or a USA investor want to invest in India, then you cannot convert rupee beyond a limit prescribed by RBI. Hence, you can say that Partial convertibility put limit to investment. So, why rupee is not fully convertible in capital accounts? In order to answer this question, we need to understand the pros and cons of this issue. Fully convertibility in capital account can enhance the investment flow in India, but the major threat lies in the fact that full rupee convertibility in capital account may lead to instability in economy. That is, in adverse economic time, it may lead to huge outflow of capital from India, which will affect our growth and investment. There is a basic difference between current account convertibility and capital account convertibility. In the case of current account convertibility, it is important to have a transaction importing and exporting of goods, buying and selling of services, etc., involving payment or receipt of one currency against another currency. In the case of capital account convertibility, a currency can be converted into any other currency without any transaction. Convertibility of Indian rupee. Rupee was made partly convertible from March 1992 under the liberalized exchange rate management scheme. So, at that time, both for capital and current account, rupee was partly convertible. This is because we had deficit in balance of payment at that time. From March 1993, rupee was made convertible for all trade in merchandise. However, on capital account, rupee remained partially convertible. Tarapo Committee. The Committee on Capital Account Convertibility or Tarapo Committee was constituted by Reserve Bank of India for suggesting a roadmap on full convertibility of rupee on capital account. The committee submitted its report in May 1997. So, this committee also recommended that full convertibility should be implemented only in a phased manner. Drawbacks of currency convertibility. Firstly, since market determined exchange rate is generally higher than the previous official exchange rate, prices of essential imports rise, which may generate cost push inflation in economy. Secondly, if current account convertibility is not properly managed and monitored, market exchange rate may lead to depreciation of domestic currency. Thirdly, convertibility of a currency sometimes make it highly volatile. So that's all with my presentation. Hope it is clear. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all.